This video here, guys, is going to be an orientation of the back office. Like, I'm just going to jet around the back office here, show you all the different tabs and such like that. And also in this video too, we'll talk about the reasons why I joined S Group here, guys. If you've known me, you've known that I've been in the investment type end of things here with Bitcoin and cryptocurrencies. And other systems that are considered investments as well for the past, like, since basically 2000 and I would say 14 or so, or 13 is when I got into the investment end of things. Before that, guys, I started my online journey here, I'd say full-time basically when I quit my day job type thing in 2009. So I've been at it for quite a long time. It's almost 2022 right now. We're going into we're in the Christmas break here of 2021 at the moment as I'm making this video. So I've been around the block, guys. I've seen a lot of things, and for the people that know me online and have been following me for years now, you know that I have not promoted a business opportunity in about 2 to 3 years. And the reason behind that was because really there was just nothing out there, guys, that I just could not prove to myself that, hey, this is not a Ponzi scheme, right? And what I mean by Ponzi scheme is I mean funds going in, right? Like members creating their account and then making a deposit is actually paying the withdrawals coming out of the system. And with the online investments, guys, that's the biggest problem out there is, most of these systems that you see that are set up that look like S Group here, in the end of the day, they end up being just a Ponzi scheme. So in this video, we're going to talk a little bit about that because that is the biggest reason why I joined this system here, was because I can prove that to you that it's not a Ponzi scheme right here in this video. And of course, if you've been watching my videos on my YouTube channel, that data there backs it up as well. Is that you can see the percentages coming in every time I put out a video there. In the first 180 days, I was doing a video a day. So I've got just over 200 videos now on my YouTube channel of S Group, Sincere Systems, SSG. It all goes by that name. And there's tons and tons of data here, guys, if you want to look at the day-to-day earnings and percentages and stuff like that. So that's one of the biggest things for me with my promotion out here, guys, is that no other member was doing that when I first joined this site. Of course, now there's 10, 20 people or so in the English market that are doing the same thing as me. They're tracking their daily process, they're tracking those earnings, and they're putting out that content to prove to people that if you've ever been in a Ponzi scheme, you know that if they have a day where they pay you out, like for instance, the start of this month here, we had one day that was 0.18%. And then 2 weeks before that, we had a day that was 0.99%. Okay, so if you're getting around, say, 0.50 to 1% per day every single day for, and they've got, say, 6 months of data of them paying their members that, and then all of a sudden you come along and you get a day that you're earning, even this day here, 0.25, what will end up happening, guys, and you know what I'm talking about if you've ever been in a system like that, is members lose hope, they lose trust in the system, and they stop promoting it, and they kind of turn against the system, right? And if it is a Ponzi scheme, guys, it won't even last a week after that, because a Ponzi scheme, once again, as I said before, is money coming in is paying the money going out. Okay, so that's the strongest point for me in this system, because I could go over to the report page and we'll look at that here later on in the video, and I could show you, oh yeah, there's probably close to 100,000 trades on there or so, but still, that's just numbers and text on a page, right? But in reality, what really proves it to me, guys, is just what I said here, is that they can have a day, like for instance here, this is last March, so almost a year ago basically, because we're almost in 2022 now. They had a day that was 0.01%. So even at my $50,000 here, I would hardly make anything, right? And then months later, on May 25th, 2020, so 3 months later, guys, they had a day that was 3.01%. So 3% more than that day they had 3 months before. Guys, Ponzi schemes do not do that. Okay, and that's the biggest thing for me. So One other thing here, as I said before, guys, we'll just go and we'll look at the report page here. To me, this doesn't mean all that much, but it is data that you can go off and that you can get that, 12, 13, 14% off. If that's what you're looking for out there is how much can I make in this thing? Drew, I want to join this, but how much can I make? And that's really the question from uneducated minds basically out there. That's the first question they're going to ask is how much can I make? Guys, here's the thing. Most people that are new to making money and investing, they don't care about how long is it going to last? That's not the question they ask. They ask, how much can I make? And here's the thing is ask anyone out there who's successful with investing, guys. They don't care about how much they're going to make day to day. Okay, of course they want to make as much as they can, but they want longevity in their investment. Okay, they don't care if it's getting them 10% per day, but in the back of their mind, they know, hey, this is probably going to last 30 days, right? Maybe I might get my investment back out of this type of thing. Okay, with S Group, we don't think like that. So if you're coming in here and you're thinking, hey, yeah, I want to know how much I'm going to make here per month, and I want to make 20% per month. Guys, I'm telling you right now, just turn the video off, stop watching this thing. You're not going to make 20% per month. Sure, you might get lucky once or twice a year and see 15%, 16, 17% in a month. But on average, guys, if you look at the data here, we're making 12, 13, 14% per month. Like a good month, I would say, is around 14% or more. Okay, a bad month is 12% or less. Okay, there are months that we've had. Actually, we'll go show you this here first. And all this information here, guys, you don't have to fund for you to see this stuff. You can go and create an account. You can go around and look at all this stuff that I'm looking at here. Okay, so you can go to per week here. Okay, I was just on per day. And you can see averages here per week. Okay, like we've seen some days there that were over 4%. We've seen some days here that were, I think they did an update in the site, and that's why it says 0% there. You can go back and look at my videos on YouTube. I was making videos definitely this week here because that was just 2021, and I started in 2020 there in October. And I've made money every single day in here 5 days a week, right? So that was probably an update or something that they didn't catch that percentage. But you can see here, guys, that if there's a week there that's 1.86%. Okay, we just had basically a full month that was low here, and we had a week that was 1.6%. The following week was 1.63%, and the following week after that was our probably lowest week that I've ever seen here. If you look at the data, was a 1.11%. And then this past week, we saw a 2.64%. And then the next, this week that we're in right now, which today is Friday, so on Monday, the next week would print here, will be basically a little bit more than that, probably around 2.80% or so, okay? So there's some more data you can go off there, guys. I like to really show when I'm promoting in my videos and stuff, I like to show the monthly chart because you really get that percentage idea in your head what this thing can create, guys. This chart only goes back to 2019, the start of 2019 there, guys. So that is enough data to go off because that's, we're going into 2021 right there. So 2022. So you've got some, the 3 or 4 years there of data to go off. But if you go to the report page over here, and I'm going to show you that pretty soon, guys, it goes back to 2018. So there is more data there. But honestly, for me, making content out there, guys, as long as I have 2-3 years of data, that's enough for me to back up a statement of saying 12 to 13 to 14% per month, because you can basically just draw a line across here and you get actually 13 to 14%. Okay, but I like to stay on the safe side. I say 12 to 13%. So watching this video here, guys, expecting what are you going to make per month? That question answered, guys, I would say is 12 to 13% per month on the safe side. Okay, so that's that, guys. And once again, all this stuff I'm showing you here, you can just go and create an account and you can see this stuff. Okay, so we're going to shoot on over here to the report page, and then I'll get into shooting around the site here and talking about all those tabs. For the people, of course, that are watching this video that are just created their account and they're new to this, okay? So you can see here, guys, I want you to watch over here, okay? You can see that little line there, and of course, I'm not going to go over every single trade here, but they show you the stops that got stopped out, right? The losses in trades. They show you the gains in trades and all that kind of stuff there. And I just want you to watch this because there's a lot of trades here, guys. There's, I don't know exactly how many, but I'm guessing probably close to 100,000 or so trades. You can see how fast this page is going down and how slow this here is moving, right? Okay, and then at the bottom of the page, we'll just go all the way down here. This might take a little bit of time, but I'm trying to get through this as fast as I possibly can here, guys, just to show you the amount of trades they're doing here. And at the bottom of the page here, guys, we have the stats from 2018 percentages per month to 2022. Okay, actually, I'm just going to grab this and pull this down because as you can see there, guys, like, how I was going down the page about 40 seconds down. We're not even a quarter way down it. So we'll just go all the way down here to the bottom, and you can see this. You can see the stats here, guys, of by month, by year. And you can go back to 2018. February 2018 is when they started collecting their data. Of course, that first month's always really high because they're figuring out risk to reward ratios, and obviously that was a huge reward there. 32. Imagine making 32% in a month, right? And that's what happened that month. And then you can see here, guys, after the first month, things started to average out. Yeah, sure, there's some crazy, amazing months, 26%. I've never seen that, right? But you start to see that average, what we're getting in here. There's a lot of 15%, there's 16%, there's 11%, there's that super low 8% month that I was talking about. And, you start to see something here, okay? An average, a percentage, and this goes all the way back, once again, 2018, February. So started 2018. And this chart here, guys, they update this about every 6 months. So the last time they updated this was the middle of the last summer here, was August 2021. So right now we're in December 2021. So when this gets updated again, we're going to have more data to go off there, okay? So that's it there. I'm going to close down this page here, and we'll just shoot through all these tabs here, okay? So if you've just created your account here, guys, this is the main reason why I'm making this video, is so that you can watch this one video. Yeah, it might be 40 minutes long or whatever. It's going to be as long as it takes me to get through this. But all of your questions will be answered. If you watch this video, you will have no questions about what does that mean, or what is this, or how does this work, or anything like that. Okay, so we'll start off here at the top of the page on the dashboard. You've got the name up here, S Group, awesome system. Over here, guys, you have your, this is every little thing that happens in your account there. Okay, so it's just telling me my referral commissions coming in, my daily earnings, the withdrawals that I do, the withdrawals that I've put through that are, in the order to be paid out, and all that kind of stuff. There's a daily profits there. That was yesterday, which was a pretty low day, 0.30. Still made $130 there, guys, in that daily earnings, which is pretty good. And I had a $40 come in today in commissions, so not that bad. US, I'm in Canadian, so that's well over $200 for me in a day. And that's a pretty low day, actually, if you've been watching my videos, which is still good, I feel. So next thing over here is you've got your profile type things over here. You see your certificate level. I'm at a level 6 right now, which is basically in the middle of the commission structure. It goes all the way up to, I believe, level 10 or so. And you got to log out, you've got to edit profile. We're not going to go to the profile page today because that's pretty self-explanatory, but that's where you set up your security and stuff to log into your account. Like, you notice that if you been watching my videos on YouTube, I use Telegram to get the code to log in, okay? So you can hook up Telegram and stuff on that profile page there, okay? So one thing you're not going to see in my back office is the Telegram button here, okay? So when you first go and create your account, and if you watch the video of how to create an account and how to hook up Telegram, then you would see in that video I show the Telegram button there. So you just click that, and it hooks up your bot that gives you all the, basically it's this over here. It's the same information that's here, except it comes to you in Telegram, so you can get it in real time, basically, and just not when you log into your account, which is good. And also those codes, if you hook up your codes to your Telegram, they come to there, okay? So as I was saying here, guys, this is a commission balance over here, and this is also your withdrawable balance. So when commissions come in, you can withdraw them 100% out as soon as they come in if that's what you want to do. What I did to get myself to 50K here, guys, is I used 100% of my earnings coming through the system, the daily, monthly income here, and also I used 100% of my commissions coming through, and probably in this account here, I did use 100% of my bonuses coming through the system, but I built my wife's account, which is at almost $12,000 now, with my system bonuses as well. So that's how I got, to this 50K level here. If you go back and you watch my day one review video, I started at $100, and then after 30 days, I had about 3,000 in my account. And I believe my goal in the second month was to get to 5K, and I actually put a bit of funds in there to get to 5K. Then when I went from 13,000 to 20,000, I believe, I just funded, I think, $6,000 or $7,000 out of pocket there. So altogether, guys, out of pocket, like I've funded probably 13 or 14,000 out of pocket, and through the power of compounding and through the power of commissions and the bonuses in the system, I've got myself to a 50K investment within just over a year, guys. I hit this last week, and it was the end of November when I first started this thing. So just over a year, basically, I hit that level. And it's pretty exciting there, guys, because this is basically a full-time income, is that 50K level there, okay? So we'll move down here. This balance here, guys, if you have your investment turned off, you'll continue to earn, but your investment will not auto reinvest for you, basically. And we'll talk about that on the investment page. But if you have it turned off, which we'll talk about that when we get to the investment page, your monthly income balance every 30 days will go up here to be withdrawn. So when you want to start withdrawing out of the system, for instance, say your goal is to get to $25,000 investment in the system here, and say you start with $3,000 and it takes you, 2 years or so to get there, 3 years, wherever, if you're sponsoring, it's to take you quicker than that. But if you're just building off the income coming through, that's going to depend on, what you're doing to get there, basically, kind of thing. But you basically just go, when you hit your goal and you turn off your investment, which once again, I'll talk about that on the investments page. And every 30 days, this balance here, without doing a thing, without even logging into your account, guys, this balance here would just go up here, and then you'd log into your account once a month or so and just do a withdrawal. Okay. If you want to withdraw once a week, then you would go, and I'll show you that on the investments page. You basically manually, you'd combine your investments together. You need 2 investments to do that, and it would send this balance here anytime you do it. It'd send this balance up here, okay? And you can do that 3 times a month. So you can withdraw out of here 4 times a month. So once a week, basically, you can do that if you'd like, okay? So this system here, guys, of course, it's an investment. So it's kind of a set and forget system. You can just log into your account, even starting from, say, $100. You can just log into your account once a month just to check things and make sure that it is compounding and that sort of thing. I just want to say, if you do start with $100, you will have to add funds to your account, because you need to make more than $15 a month in your monthly income balance for it to automatically compound for you. And that's why I say, to run this thing, you need to at least log into your account once a month, okay? If you are starting with a small amount. If you're starting with, say, $3,000, $5,000, whatever, a larger amount, guys, making more than $15 a month per investment, okay? So if I have an investment here that is just $100, that one investment will not make more than $15 a month. So that's why you need to combine your investments together. Once again, if you're confused about what I'm saying, we're going to talk about that on the investments page, okay? So that's why I have one investment here that is $50,115, because I don't want a $100 investment there, 50 times or whatever, okay? Right? Because those investments earn separately, and I want one earnings from one investment, okay? And that's what you need to do, is you need to combine your investments together, guys. I recommend you do that no matter where you're starting at. Just combine them together, okay? It will reset your investment date. So we're going to work our way this way here. So we'll talk about resetting your investment date in a little bit. This right here, guys, is your deposit, the total deposit. So that's your combined investments together. Of course, I only have one investment in there, but if I had, say, 5 investments here, they would all add up to this amount over here. Okay, so that's your total deposit. So your investment funds. This over here is your monthly income, which does not mean monthly. Okay, this is what is being made through the investment. So if I was to withdraw 100% of this today, then this would say 0 here, but if I was to withdraw that today, that's 4 days of earnings, right? The 787. So that would reset to 0, but it'd only be 4 days of earnings. So you can't think of it as that's my monthly income. This is just your income from investment. Okay. So that's how I like to think of it, because a lot of people ask me, like, it'll say monthly income here, but I'll have, say, 1 days of earnings because I just did a withdrawal there. And people will watch my videos and they'll comment in the comments, oh, this thing hardly makes any money. You only have $200 here. And then I got to explain to them, yeah, that's 1 day of earnings. It's not 30 days of earnings. It's not 1 month of earnings. Okay. So that's that. Okay. Coming over here, guys, this is the investment. So this is basically the same thing as this, except you can have a whole ton of investments here. Like I could have a $20,000 investment. And then I could have a $100 investment, a $300 investment. If you watch some of my videos, guys, you'll see that as you go through the videos, and I haven't compounded those investments together, combine them together, I'll have a bunch of investments over here, okay? So now let's talk about the withdrawal, guys. This is one of the most confusing things about the system, but it's right there in front of you. And if you change the word commission to fee, then it'll make sense. Okay, you got to remember this website is translated from Russian to English because I have my website set on English right now. Okay, if I was to leave it on Russian there, then I'm sure it would say fee instead of commission or something. Like it would actually make sense. So commission 30%. Normally what a commission means is that's something you're getting, but this is the fee. There's a 30% fee if you withdraw your investment funds, not your monthly income or your commissions or anything you're making, a bonus or anything like that, guys. The 30% fee is if you withdraw your investment, so your investment funds, before this date, the first date there, you see commissions 30% from 12/03/2022. So if I was to withdraw this investment here before 12/03, so March 12th, 2022, it would charge me 30% fee, meaning that I would, if I made this investment that date, 11/12/2022, I'd make very little money. Okay. And if you're funding $100, you probably wouldn't make any money because $100 on the investment page here, we'll talk about that. It's a 50-50 split. My investment here is 85-15 split. So of this daily profit here, we'll go back to the daily profits. Oh, I think I got to log back into my account here. Give me a second. I'll just log back in. The time went up here on me, and I got to log back in. Okay, so I'm just logging back in here, guys. So as I was saying here, guys, so that 30% commission there, okay, so by this date here, 12/03/2022, I'd be paying 30% fee to withdraw my investment funds, okay? Most investments out there, guys, that are online, they do not even let you withdraw your investment funds. So if you're sitting there thinking like, oh man, that sucks, they're going to charge me 30% fee to withdraw my actual investment funds, go look around. That's actually really, really good out there. And, there's a 20% fee if I was to withdraw this investment from this date that's right there on 10/06/2022. And there would be a 10% fee if I was to withdraw from this date here. If I was to withdraw from this date here, 08/09/2022, there would be a 10% fee. And then if I was to withdraw my investment 12 months after I made my investment, there's no fee. Okay. So I could withdraw $50,115 if I didn't, if I withdrew 100% of my earnings out of the system from today, basically, I could withdraw $50,115 on 07/12/2022. But if I did that, and here's actually a question that people ask, guys, is, what happens if you withdraw all your funds out of the system? Do you continue to earn? Okay, it's pretty self-explanatory. If I don't have an investment in the system, then you will not earn. Okay, so if I was to withdraw my investment, I stop earning. So I just want to make that crystal clear because I have had 5 or 6 people ask me that, guys. Yeah. So this over here, guys, your dashboard, of course, the page we're on, the SWP, that's a swap. It's a token swap, guys. I won't be talking about that in the video because I don't do that, and I don't talk about things I don't do because if I don't do them, then I don't understand them, okay? So that's that. Okay, investments here. So the investment page, we're just going to click on that and go to it. The investment here, you can see the Forex investment, guys. That's the only investment I do in this system. They have medical cannabis. They have SNT striking, which is their own token. Okay, that's listed on. I think it's listed on a couple exchanges like Pancake Swap and stuff like that. But mainly, why it goes up in value is because the members in the system are using it. Okay, so I don't do that as well. And then the IPO, guys, I don't do that as well. I just do the Forex investment. I have maxed out the Forex investment as in the 85-15% level, so I could start doing these, but as I see it, guys, it's working for me. It's working really good, and I have my wife's account in here as well, so I've just decided to not move on to these other investments and just focus on building my wife's account up as well because it's just under 12,000 right now in the Forex market, okay? So we'll move on down here, and we'll talk about, what the heck does this mean? 50-50, 60-40, all the way up to 85-15, guys. It's basically your share with the company. Okay, so by me just saying that, a lot of people that are used to, say, revenue shares or hippie-hypey sites, these kind of things out there that they're considered online investments, but let's be honest, they're, most of them are like Ponzi scheme type investment type things. Normally they just tell you, hey, if you make an investment here, we're going to give you blah, blah, blah percentage per day. And they pay you out like hourly, basically, which is insane, which in reality would not work, right? Would not last. But people that have been in those, you're looking at this and you're like, man, okay, so if I make $100 investment and I got to split 50% of my earnings with the company, like that doesn't sound good, right? But here's the thing. Splitting 50% here, okay, that's a real business, right? Like you think about a brick and mortar business, like any brick and mortar business out there, like say for instance, Walmart, okay? If you're to take your kid, your son, your daughter, whatever, to Walmart and buy a new pair of running shoes, are you paying, I don't know, $5 for those running shoes, right? No, you're not. You're paying what the price tag says because the company needs to make money as well, right? Like you're not paying what the company paid to get those shoes in their store or what the factory paid to make the shoes, basically, if you're paying $5 probably for a pair of running shoes, right? So that's how business works, guys. Like the business has to make money as well, okay? Once we go to the comp plan page, you'll understand that this is why they're taking 50% profits from a $100 investment is basically to pay out their affiliates. Because when you think about it, the average human mindset is not to get to these top levels. The average human mindset, guys, is to put $100 into here, be like, oh my God, I'm making money. Oh, this is great. And they're just like, whoa, this is so great. This is so great for a month or two or so. And then they, put in $500. So now they have a $600 investment and they're like, oh, this is so great. This is so great. And then they kind of forget about what they're doing and they start doing something else. And, they come back a year later and they're like, oh, I have $600 in here and it's been working for me and that type of thing, guys. That's the normal average human mindset, is just to kind of do things and not put their full potential into it. Everybody knows that, right? Also, the average human mindset is not to promote in an investment. 3% of a member base in an investment site promotes. Guys, 3%. So the opportunity to promote in here is huge, and we're going to talk about that a little later on here. So very self-explanatory. This is easy to understand, guys. 50% of your earnings from your investment go to the company if you fund $100 into here, okay? If you're funding $500 in here, and of course you can fund $100 and then you can come back and fund $400 and you'd be at this $500 level, okay? You would earn 60% and the company would earn 40% from your investment, and on and on and on. For instance, we'll take this, my wife's account is at this level right here because it's at about $12,000, $13,000, right? So her account, she's making 75% of the profits per day from the investment. Okay, the company is making 25% of the profits per day. So you guys saw when we first started this video, when we're on the dashboard page, my account was at $50,000 investment. So in my account there, you saw I made $130 there through my investment funds, and that was 0.30% was, or yeah, sorry, 0.30% was that daily earnings, which was last night. And that 85% made me $130, $129.74 or something like that, right? And then the company is making the leftover, whatever that would be, right? Which is 15%, okay, of that 100%, okay? Because if you add 85 and 15 together, it makes 100%. So it's pretty easy to explain, guys. Self-explanatory, and that's how the company makes money. So I just want to say this here once, guys, because this is the biggest, what those scam reviewers talk about is that, this thing doesn't make any sense. If you go to the careers page, like how do they, there's bonuses on the careers page that say $1 million. I've gotten $8,000 of bonuses so far through the company. Right now, I'm almost 50% to my $20,000 bonus. So I'll get $20,000 bonus in 2022 this year, guys. And a lot of these scam bloggers, scam review people, guys, that's their thing about this, is they don't understand how the company makes money, okay? Because they, of course, they don't take the time to create an account and to look at it and to see how it works. They just go to the homepage and then they create their account and they go inside and they don't fund and they just look around and then they put out their review on it. But, what I've just said here, guys, is dealing with the average human mindset. People don't have it in them to get to 85%. Most people don't, right? Most people don't even have it in them to get to 75%. So if there's what it says on the front of the website, if there's 33,000 members in here, and I'll show you this in this video, guys, most of them, right, about 80% of them are here, right, from $100 to $500. Most of them, okay? Very, very small percentage of the member base, right? 20% or whatever is, we'll say 70% to 85%. Okay, so you can see that's how this company makes money, and that's how it can pay out $1 million on a bonus, right? You have to do $25 million of sales to get $1 million bonus from the company, but that's how they can do it. Okay, so that's that. So down here, guys, we'll talk about this now. Okay, this here, 5%. Guys, there's a 5% fee when you make an investment in the system. If you watched the video about the S-Wallet and funding and stuff like that, you saw it live in the video. I showed paying 5% when I made an investment. Okay, so I won't really talk about that because that's in a video. And if you've created an account and you've watched the videos on how to invest, you've seen that, okay? But there is a 5% fee when making an investment, okay? So move down here, guys. This is how you compound your investments, combine your investments together. So if I had two investments here, so I have my $50,000 investment, and then if I had another $100 investment, that would, say that $100 investment came through the earnings in the system, right? That created another investment for me. I would go and I would click select all, and that would select all my investments. I'd click on combine deposits, and that would put two of my investments, or however many investments you have in there, would combine them together into one investment. As you can see here, what I've been doing, guys. If you go to YouTube, you watch my videos, you'll notice that that's what I do. I combine my investments together to make one big investment, okay? So that's that. As I was saying, over here, and also when you do that, guys, if you want to say withdraw once a week, that's how you would withdraw once a week, is you would go and move your monthly income balance up to your withdrawable balance, which is over here. Okay, and that's how you do it. As soon as you do that, it's going to move your balance up to your withdrawable balance. Okay, or you can just turn the reinvest off. Like you can see my reinvestment is off. Okay, so if it's off every 30 days, it will not reinvest my earnings. Okay, it'll send them to my withdrawable balance because I've hit my goal of $50,000. It'll send it to my withdrawable balance. Okay, so if I wanted that on, which if you just create your account will come like this. You don't have to turn it off, or sorry, you don't have to turn it on. Okay, so when it's blue, when it says on, it means it's going to basically automatically compound your earnings for you. It'll reinvest for you. Okay, so of course I'm doing withdrawals now out of the system every single week or every month, whatever I want to do. I turn that off, and then my balance at the end of the month goes up here, okay, and not reinvested. Okay, you can, I know this says 50,000 here, but you can go 60,000, 70,000, 80,000, 100,000. You go, there's a couple members in here that have $1 million investment in here. Okay, so that doesn't really mean anything, is the 50,000. That's just saying you need at least $50,000 investment to earn 15%. Okay, so next page here, guys, we're going to shoot on over to the finance page. And yes, this video is going to be a long one, but hang in there. And this video is a perfect video if you want an introduction to the system, guys, because, well, I think at the start of this video, I basically sold you on the system, proved to you that it's not a Ponzi scheme. But it's a good one just to learn all about it and that sort of thing there. So replenish, guys, if you watched the video I did in the how to create your account page there that I made, you'll see that that's how you fund your account, is through replenish there, and you use something called the S wallet, which they own. It's basically just a crypto wallet, and they have, it's like a little miniature bank that they have basically online. They have USD, they have Euro, they have about 4 or 5 different cryptos that you can use there that you can fund your account with. So it's pretty cool. So that's just, you're the amount you'd like to fund, say, I don't know, $105, from your USD wallet. You'd go and watch that video that I made, guys, about doing this stuff. Okay, I'm not going to go over that in this video because I'll be saying the same thing twice. Withdrawal, also, you can watch the withdrawal video, guys. I believe it's actually below this video if you're on my website for my team. The withdrawal video of how to withdraw, or it's a couple videos down on this page here. There. So, or you can go to YouTube. And you can just type in S group withdrawal, S group how to withdraw, Sincere Systems how to withdraw, SSG how to withdraw, or withdrawal with any of those names, guys. And you'll see, I've withdrawed about $8,500 out of here, so I've documented that all on video. There's a couple other members in Canada that started, basically within months after I started. And they've got a couple $1,000s of withdrawal proof out there. There's a bunch of it. So I'm sure if you just go to YouTube and type in, you'll see some proof of withdrawal, and you'll also see how to withdraw there. Okay, so there's that. And exchange. Okay, so this is a very important one, because if you do not pay the membership to hold tokens, which I don't pay it. Okay, so you guys can see that. My account's at $50,000, and I don't pay the membership to hold the tokens because, as I see it, I'm doing the investment of the Forex market, and I want to keep the costs down of everything as much as I can. So even if I was just to pay $100 a year, guys, I could hold, I think it's 10,000, 20,000, whatever, probably 50,000. I don't know how much it is. Tokens. Okay, so the tokens do go up in value. Okay, and this is your token balance up here. So every time your token balance hits 500 tokens, it'll get converted automatically to USD because you're not paying that membership fee to hold tokens. So that's another way that they make the value of the token go up, is the members that want to, use the token to hold it and it go up in value, they pay a yearly membership fee. Okay, I'm just letting you guys know I don't pay that. Okay, there are some members on the English team that do pay that though. Okay. So that's that. So what you do if you're not paying that membership fee is that you actually want your balance in USD. So you can go and you can sell your USD for tokens, or you can switch this around. You could sell your token for USD. So I'll actually do that in this video just to show you guys. So I have 251 tokens here, and let's sell them for USD. Also, when you withdraw out of the system, you withdraw your USD balance. So for me, guys, there's no point of me holding a token. So I can just sell it off, right? So 251. If you're watching this video and you're wondering, okay, what if there's no tokens to, what if there's no USD balance for me to sell my tokens? Guys, I've never had that problem. I've sold probably $30,000 or $20,000 of tokens through here. There's millions and millions and millions of dollars that go through. This is just a website here, guys. So, but through their wallets and stuff like that, and the exchanges and that type, brokers, I should say. There's enough funds for you to, if you came in here with $1 million and moved things around, it'd be no problem, guys. Once you see the comp plan here, you'll see that there's members with millions of dollars that move it around in here. Okay. So that's that. So I'm just here, guys, and I'm going to go sell my tokens for some USD there. And you'll notice that my balance will go into my, here, we'll just redo this here. And you can notice there, I got $40 in USD there. And before I had, a couple cents or whatever it was. Okay. So there's that. That's the exchange. And then this here, guys, is your transfer. So you can see here, I've been sending my wife some money to her account to help build her account. Okay. So I'm using some of my commissions there to help build her account. And I've been sending some tokens. So I sent 670 tokens. I sent 660 tokens, which is $100. Every now and then I'll send her account $100 there. And this is how you do it. So you can send token, you can send USD, whatever balance you have there. I just kind of like to send just tokens because that's what I'm getting for commissions, right? So, I'll go and I'll send her some token there, or you can send the funds to any member. Okay. So for instance, you can just do what I'm doing. If that's something you'd like, you can go and, you open your account, and then you have your wife, your husband, your child that's over 18. A good thing to do, guys, is give them that for Christmas, right? And you can actually build that through your earnings. You can send your child that's over 18 $100 from your earnings through your account. So that's the best way to invest, is use money that you're making from other investments to actually make investments, right? Any smart investor will tell you that. Don't use credit cards. Don't use money out of pocket, basically, if you don't have to. Okay. So that's what I did, guys. As I said before, I used my commissions in here, my bonuses, to build my wife's account to like $12,000 something. Okay. So it's pretty cool. So you just put the amount in there. So I have $40. So I would go USD $40 and then that username that I want to send to, and then boom, bam, it would go through the process. So down here, you've got your latest transactions. So, it'll show you all your commissions. It'll show you, there's a withdrawal that I did yesterday, the 16th. Today's the 17th. I'll just show you guys that. Okay, so today's the 17th. So I did a withdrawal yesterday at $355, which was just basically my commissions from the last 3 days that came in there. And then that $40 came in today. I did a withdrawal to my wallet, my S wallet, to buy some Bitcoin, okay, in my S wallet. So, more than one investment here, guys. I'm using my earnings from S Group to go and buy Bitcoin to hold in my S wallet to hold Bitcoin because it's an investment, okay? Commissions, your daily percentage. So this day here, I made 0.62%, which I made 266 US that day, which was 1216. That would have been no, wait. Yeah, that would have been yesterday, because today the last earnings was 0.30%, which was this one here. Sorry, guys. You got to remember too, I'm in Canada, so I'm my time zone's a little ahead of the server in this system, right? So there you go there, guys. So, that just shows you this is about twice as much, right? The 0.30 is about half of 0.62. So you can see there, that's 266 day there, okay? And just, I've got 144 pages of this stuff. So lots of data can be held through the system here, okay? So we're going to shoot on over here, guys, the careers page. This is basically your team if you're sponsoring into the system. So you can see here I've got 552 people on my team under me. 113 of those people decided to become active, which means they funded the website. Okay, my team turnover, so the sales I've done in the system is $228,760. So that's how much these 113 people have funded. My combined team turnover, meaning the people that my team have sponsored, so my team and my team's team have sponsored and brought into the system here, guys, is $336,850. Okay, and that's basically one team in Quebec that is working the system. They've done over $100,000 in sales, which is really, really impressive there. So awesome stuff. Before we jump into the rest of this stuff here, guys, I'm going to show you the company marketing. So what company marketing means is what I was talking about before of the amount of people per level at the commission structure. Okay, and it'll tell you, like, okay, if there's 33,000 members on the front of the website, it says 33,000 members, right? It tells you that most of those members, because you can fund yourself to the $3,000 investment, team turnover, which is the investment basically, right? You can fund yourself $3,000 into the system, which will give you a 7% commission structure if you're doing sales. So you can actually see this in the company marketing. Okay, so you can see here I've sat on this page for 30 minutes, and this doesn't update in 30 minutes. Like it takes forever to do it because it's going through 33,000 accounts. But this here, guys, at the second level, the 7%. So the members in the system that are at $3,000 is 5,000 partners. Okay, so if you're to add up 5,000, 3,000, 700, 400, 450, 39, 12, 4, and 3, you would get a number, and then you minus that number by 33,000, and that's the number of members that are at 5% at the start of the system that are at, not all of them would have funded, but that are at that $100 level. Okay, they'd be at $100 to $3,000. Okay, so that's why I'm saying this system works off the average mindset of the average person. The average person does not have it in them to go to the upper levels of the system. So that's how the system is so successful in the business end of things, guys. So I just wanted to explain that to you. And as you can see here, guys, like my account looks pretty impressive, but I'm only halfway through, the commission structure in here. As you can see, there's 3 members in the system. They're at 16% commissions that are at, it's a level 11 in here. You can see I'm at a level 6. Remember when we showed you this at the start of the video? So there's a level 11 in here, and the 3 members in here have made $1 million in a bonus, not commissions, guys. They've made way more than $1 million in commissions. They've made $1 million in the company bonus, meaning that they've actually made more than that. Because when we look at this, they've gotten all the bonuses in the system, and then the very last bonus is $1 million. So if we look at this here, you can see I've got $27,100 in bonuses, and that's my commissions as well. So you can understand how I built my account and my wife's account actually to 50,000 my account, and then my wife's is at 12 or 13,000 or whatever. I show it in one of the videos there in the page that I made, right? So that's where that's coming from. And then also on the dashboard page there, if you noticed, you saw my earnings from my investment, okay, which was 20-something thousand. So everything adds up, guys, is what I'm saying here. So you can see here, guys, in the commission structure here, it starts off at 5% and goes all the way up to 16%. So once again, guys, I just want to prove, it wrong about what people say out there. The scam reviewers and those bloggers and the people that don't take the time to actually look at it, but they put out their feelings about it online. They just don't understand how it works, is basically what I'm saying here. How does the company pay out $1 million bonus when they've been paying out, all these percentages and these bonuses through commissions and bonuses? Is because it works with the average human mindset, which is not to make it to the top, basically, and the company's earning more money off those people, and the company earns money through the investments of the members, okay? Which is really, really smart if you ask me. So so we'll just keep on going down here, guys. So we're basically almost done with this page here. We've got the referral link. So this is, if I want to sponsor people into the system, I'm using this link here to share with them or hook up to my sales page through my button type thing like that. If you've clicked on a link, you've probably clicked on that link to get here kind of thing. Watching this video, this is my team. Okay, so these are all the people on my team here. And then this little plus symbol there is if someone has sponsored someone into the system. So you can see your teams, and you can see this. Like I have teams that go down, I think like 10 or 12 levels, and I can see all those people. I can see all their information. I can see how much they've funded, all that kind of stuff. So you can track everything, guys, in here. It's very, very exciting. So we'll just take this first guy here. I'm going to blur out some of the information, obviously, because I can see the email address, the phone number, that type of thing. But you get most of their information, guys. If you want to contact them by email or their phone number, I never call anybody. But, to find them on Telegram, you can go and find your team on Telegram and talk to them and that type of thing. And if they don't fund or whatever, you can send out a nice introduction message, which in the videos below, if you're on my website, I show you how to do that, how to team build and stuff. And that's one of the things we talk about. So yeah, you can see all your team there, which is pretty cool. And we'll go to the next page here, which is news, which we won't focus too much on that because most of it's in Russian. So these are all the weekly webinars that they do, guys. They do probably 3 to 4 webinars a week. They do an English webinar, I would say once every 2 weeks or once a month. They'll do an English webinar. The English webinars are basically just a script that they read. I don't know about the Russian or Spanish or any other language webinars because I don't understand what they're saying. But with the English webinar, they basically just read off a script, and I'll show you that script. So if you don't feel like sitting there for 30 minutes or whatever and watching a webinar as an introduction to the company, you can just actually go and read the script that they read. Okay, and it's members that do the webinars, guys. It's not the owners. The only time we see the owners are at the events. Like when they have an event, you'll see the owners there. It's kind of the members, the leaders and stuff that do the webinars, which in a normal business opportunity, that's what they do, right? So support, this is where you do support tickets. As you can see here, always what I like to do, guys, before I join something is I just send in a ticket to support and see how long it takes for them to respond back to me. Just like to say hi, that type of thing. Okay. So that, I sent in 3 messages. One was my just, hey, how you doing? I'm a new member. I asked a couple questions, whatever type thing. One of my referrals had a question. So I thought I'll just ask support this. If you have any questions, guys, like your referrals, your downline, you can always just message me and ask me. I don't mind that. So anyways, I just messaged support asking the question because I wanted an answer quick. Air with combined investments. So about a year ago, as you can see here, the start of 2021, you used to be able to combine your investments every single time you wanted to. Like you could do it like 5 times a day if you wanted to, right? Combine your investments together. They changed it so you can do it 3 times a month just because it was too many transactions in the system. Okay, so they changed that, which doesn't make a difference. It just means you can withdraw once a week now if that's what you wanted to do, right? So anyways, I asked about that because I was combining my investments because I was using my commissions and all that kind of stuff. So anyways, that's what that's about there if you're wondering. Okay, charity, this has nothing to do with us. Not charity, the auto program. Charity is just, I want to be honest, guys, it doesn't mean anything to me. It's nice they do things like this, but I'm not in here to give to charity. I'm in here to build an investment. So anyways, you can come here and you can read this stuff, guys. It's just something nice that they do. They talk about this type of thing at the events and stuff like that, but it's just, the company giving back basically kind of thing. You can see the different kind of charities that they do. It's you can donate kind of thing. So I've never done it. I don't think I ever will do it. My family's my charity, I guess. If I want to help out my cousins or my brothers or my, put my son through school, will be a charity one day. All right. He's only 6 now, but I'm sure he's going to want to go to university and, in 15 years. It's probably going to be a lot of money. Okay, so auto program here. As I was saying, guys, this has nothing to do with us because we can't do the auto program. So basically, if you live in one of these countries here, the European countries, guys, you can be a member in the auto program, which basically means that you can use your earnings from the system to pay for a car, which is pretty cool. They give you a little discount. For my country, I look at the prices here, guys, and it's not a discount for me. Like if I'm in Canada, right? I can get a car cheaper than these prices here. Like we don't have Datsun or whatever that stuff is, but we have a Hyundai Solaris. I don't even know what that is, but I know that I can go and get a Hyundai. The top of the line Hyundai is probably going to cost me about that price, and I don't know if this is top of the line, but other countries are more expensive, guys, for cars. Like I know cars are more expensive in most other countries than the U.S. and Canada and that type of thing. So I just wanted to point that out, that you can't do this if you're in an English-speaking country, basically. They don't offer that auto program there, okay? So if you want to change languages, they've got Chinese, English, and then, of course, Russian there. So those 3 languages you can go back and forth from. So we're actually not done yet, guys. There's all this up here, and that's why I was saying this is going to take a long time. But a lot of these tabs here are on that main page that we're on. So the dashboard, the SWP, that swap that they do. Merchant, if you watch the video about the S wallet and funding the S wallet and funding your S group account, that's what the merchant is. This basically opens up the S wallet if you click it. I'll just do it really quick so you guys can see it. There, okay? So that's how you'd log into your S wallet. That's how you'd create your S wallet account. You just press create account. You could create an account there. Okay, we won't talk about that because I have a whole video on that basically in my process of creating your account, right? Okay, Explore. This Explore page here deals with their token. So it just gives you all the transactions of their token. So if you're ever thinking like, oh yeah, I don't want to join the system because they pay me out in a token. And what happens if I need to do a transaction of say you want to withdraw your investment and you get your investment to $50,000 and you go to withdraw that and I don't know if they send it to you in the token or USD, but we'll just give an example. Say they send it to you in the token, in SNT token. You know, some people might think, man, now I have to sell $50,000 of this token. Right? But if, guys, this is just a little bit more insurance for you that there is millions of dollars of the token going through the system monthly in here. So there's no problem with you selling the token. Guys, I've never, you can watch my videos, guys. I've never had a problem of selling the token. There's not been one time where I've sold my token for USD and they haven't had availability, right? It's there. Okay. There's tons of, look at that. That's a huge number of transactions there, right? So very, very nice, okay? This here, investments, that's the investment page. Finance, that's the finance page. We've been to these pages. Career, that's the careers page. We've been to there. Promo materials, okay? So this is where you're going to find your PDF of what they read on the English webinars, okay? So for me, I would rather just read this than actually go and watch a webinar, okay? So I'll show you it, guys. It's right here at the bottom, this one right here. So you can just go and click that, and this is exactly what they're going to do in the webinars, guys, is they're just going to read off this. Of course, they'll talk a little here and there, but they just read off this, okay? They explain this kind of stuff here that most people, most people that become successful in life, they start thinking about investments from the age of 22 to 60. Okay, and if you start thinking about investing after 60, you're basically a little too old. Okay, if you start thinking about investing from your age 20 to 60s, which is basically when you're working, basically, right? Normally you'll have a very happy retirement. Okay, so if you're between the age of 22 and 60, the system's for you. Okay. So I'm not going to rip through this, guys, but I just want to show you that there is a lot of content here, which you can read. A lot of this stuff, needs to be probably updated. This is the same presentation that's been here the last year. One thing I want to say in this video is the S Group is not the ones who trade in the Forex market. They actually have a company called DDS, which trades. All it is a trading company, but you have to have a minimum deposit of $5 million. Say that once again. You have to have a minimum deposit of $5 million to use their services. Okay, so you personally probably do not have $5 million. So that's another huge super bonus of this system, guys, is, this is, and that's why they call it a public pool, is because that's how they can trade, guys, is they're using a company that does this for a living, and companies like Morgan Stanley, JP Morgan, Deutsche Bank. You can see some of the companies here. There's Sincere Systems, which they've changed their name to S Group this year. Okay? So, guys, this is really, really good. Really, really good, because you can think these big hedge fund companies, like everyone knows JP Morgan, right? Everybody knows Morgan Stanley, okay? Everybody knows like Deutsche Bank. It's a freaking bank, okay? Bank of America right there, okay? They're using DDS, okay? So we're using DDS as well, okay? Now think of this. Say you have a Bank of America account or a Deutsche Bank account, and you have an investment portfolio with them. Are you making like 12, 13% a month? No. So here's a little background look at how much the actual banking system is making off your money, guys. They're basically robbing you blind. Even if you're going there and you're sitting with an investment person and you're making a portfolio for yourself, and they're saying, hey, yeah, we're going to give you 20% per year, which would be a really good investment through a bank. Guys, they're basically robbing you blind. If they're with the same trading company as S Group here that you can see, and S Group is giving us, they're, as we can see in all my videos here in the back office and all that kind of stuff, guys, 12, 13, 14% per month profits from your investment. Okay, so I just wanted to put that out in this video. Because guys, when I was in my 20s, I used to be one of those people that was like, oh, I invest with my bank and I have a portfolio with, CIBC and Scotiabank and, all this stuff. And I thought I was king shit or whatever because I was young and I had a portfolio, but they're robbing you blind, guys, if that's what you're doing. So more company information. There's their $5 million deposit to trade with the DDS and blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. So this is the kind of stuff they talk about. They talk about how the system works, basically what I'm talking about in this video. All these percentages, we looked at that. Anyways, I'm not going to go through all this with you here, guys, because if you want to, you can just open up this page and read it all, or watch a webinar, okay? We'll talk about how to get to those webinars also in this video. So that's that, okay? They have something else here that you can look at. Okay, this one here is about, this is American or English one. This is a little bit this is not how I promote. Okay, I do not use the MLM structure of promotion of, building an audience and then having them meet me somewhere to do a live presentation, or even like, I don't even do the whole internet live presentation thing, guys. I just put out content and, basically I put out content to have the traffic, the people, the viewers, the eyeballs. They're the people that are looking they want to buy what I'm selling, basically. That's how I market, and that's how most people that are very successful, I believe, they market that way, okay? Anyways, this here is just a little information on how to recruit, but this information is, about building an audience and then doing a presentation to them, okay? So you can rip through this stuff, guys, if you're interested in marketing. I ripped through it. I just don't really agree with it, like the whole presentation type thing. I just don't think it works, right? Sure, yeah, if you have 500 people that are interested in what you're doing and you do a presentation in front of them, of course it's going to work out in your favor, but I don't like to be, guys, the whole thing with internet is time and freedom. Like, we do things on the internet, make money on the internet for time and freedom. And if I have to go and schedule every other day a presentation online and people are viewing me live, that's not time and freedom, and that's not what I'm after. So that's why I don't do this type of thing. But you can read this, you can go through this. Many people have great success with this type of marketing, and it's great that they talk about it, and they've converted everything to English, which is really, really cool. I notice most people in the Russian and Ukraine speaking, Russian speaking countries, guys, that's how they do their marketing, is they actually hold live presentations where people go to a business center and then they do the whole live presentation with hundreds of people. And you'll see that in the groups and stuff like that, guys, the chats. Okay. So, news, we've seen that. Report, we've seen that. Support, we've seen that. Charity and auto program. So we've went through everything, guys. These are their social media pages. They're not really on there very good, I've noticed. I'll say very good, I've noticed. It's not very engaging. What we do for our English members here, guys, I'll just go back to the dashboard page. We have a Telegram group. Okay, so if you've joined my team or anyone that has joined anyone on my team, which there's, not everyone comes in here. These are basically just the funded members in the system that are English speaking. There's 157 people in here, guys. And this is where we put all the updates and we have all the chats and stuff like that. Okay, in here. Okay, if you have a question, like for instance, this, I couldn't add people to the group that had joined me. I had about 5 people join me over last week and I couldn't add them to the group. This is my sponsor here. He's, I think he's at like $1.2 million in sales in the system. So right up there, and he kind of runs the group. I know it says I'm an admin in here, guys, but I'm just a member in here. I can give my support, and that's why he's added me as an admin, because I'm the longest running English member in here. I was the first English person basically to join the system that promoted, right? So that's why he's added me as an admin in here. I'm not the admin of S Group. Someone said that online the other day to try and say that I was a scammer, and I'm like, man, that's a Telegram group. That's not, like, this is what they did, guys. I don't want to say this because this is just stupid. They took a screenshot like this, and it says Drew Burton admin, and they're trying to pretend that I owned S Group. Like, oh my God. The things people do, guys, to try and just screw with you or make content, like the whole scam content thing, guys, is just freaking nuts if you ask me. It's crazy, right? Like, I've got this, like, okay, for instance, if you go to Google and you type in Drew Burton, there's this guy who he's made probably 30 pages of content with using my name and saying that I'm a scammer, that he's made blog posts about that I'm abusive towards animals. He's just everything you can possibly think of. And then he messages me about once a month and says me, I'll take this page down that I've made for $10,000. Okay, this page I made last week, I'll take this down for $3,000, stuff like that, constantly. So it's just crazy, guys. The world of internet marketing and internet, I'll say celebrity status, where people know your name, it starts to get stupid. So be careful for that kind of stuff, right? So anyways, we've run through all this, guys. That's every single page in the back office of S Group here. What I'd highly recommend to do, if you're new to this and you're looking at this and you haven't funded your account, or you've just joined, you've just funded, and you're kind of sitting on the fence, and you're like, you've made your $100 investment, but you're only seeing 30 cents or 20 cents or whatever it is per day, and you're just kind of like, I don't know. I've been burned in the past, and I've just had such bad luck, and blah 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 blah, all this kind of stuff. What I'd recommend you do, guys, this is what you need to do. Okay, there's a button up here. Okay, you definitely need to hook up your Telegram account. Okay, there's no way around it. Just freaking hook it up. Okay, get into our Telegram group. Okay, you can message me. You can message, if you didn't join me, of course, and you joined, I'm going to pronounce his name wrong, but Maguel, it's a French name. Sorry, guys. Or Matthew, I'll just say, I know it's not how you pronounce it, but Matthew, any of the other people out here, or Aaron that has been sponsoring like crazy and stuff like that, guys, message them and let them know that you're on the EN team, the English speaking team, okay? And you want to be in the English group here, okay? Because what it's going to do is it's going to show you, all these people in here that are active, that are making money, and they're real people, and you just go talk to them. Okay, and it's not just like you're on YouTube watching my videos and, I'm the only one that you're connecting with, kind of thing, right? One of the best things you can do out there for proof that something is working is to see it working for multiple people and not just one person sitting behind a camera on YouTube. Okay, guys? And that's one of the honest things that I look for when I look into a business opportunity, do I want to join blah, blah, blah system out there, is I just don't go and go to Google and ask Google, hey, is this legit? I don't go to YouTube and just type in the name of that business opportunity and wait for people in their YouTube videos to tell me that it's great or whatever. I want to actually talk to people that are members in the system. Okay. So I highly recommend you do that is, go create an account, get into our EN group there and chat with people. You can go on Facebook there. If you see people posting about S group, okay, I've got about 10, 20 people on my team that are promoting it. You see people promoting it. If you're friends with me on Facebook and you've got other people out there that you're friends with that are internet marketing out there, and you see them posting about S Group, guys, chat with them, talk to them about it. You can even say, hey, I'm already a member of this, but I funded $100 in here, and I just want to talk to other members about this as well. I know it works, but I need a little effort to get myself off the fence there. Basically, you're telling them you don't want to be one of these people. That is just like, I showed you the stats, guys. Most of the people are here. They're at 50-50 to 65-30. That's where they're at in the system. Okay. And yeah, having $3,000, might make you $300 a month or $275 or whatever kind of thing. Having $100 in the system is going to do nothing for you. That won't even pay a cell phone bill. But guys, these upper levels in the system, like for instance, I can live off this income that is coming in here. Okay. The last 4 days in here, I've made, let's just go see how much this is in my currency. This is 4 days of earnings, guys. And this is not like amazing week. Okay. It's still under the average. Okay. So this is 4 days, USD to CAD, because I'm in Canada. There's no point me looking at USD, but that's over $1,000 in 4 days, right? If I was to have a day job and make $1,000 in 4 days, so $1,014 divided by 4, I would be making $253 a day. Okay, which that's a good job. Like that's someone that makes $250 a day, takes home $250 a day. They've probably went to university for many years. They have a degree basically, kind of thing. So I don't want to brag or anything, guys. I'm just saying that this can change your life if you have the drive and you set goals and you're like, I'm going to do this. Yeah, I'm going to test this out with $100. Like I always recommend in my videos, guys, when you're funding, test things out. Don't go in there and be like, yeah, I got $10,000 and drop it in the system. And then who knows, maybe you don't like it, right? Test things out with $100. Meet other members, talk to people, make sure you know your sponsor so you can talk to them every single day if you want to, those type of things, right? You can ask them questions. If you're recruiting into here and building a team like I am, make sure you watch videos like I've just made right here and you understand everything about the system. And you understand, that person you joined, why did they join? Okay, you understand those questions because those are the questions that people are going to ask you. If you can answer to your lead why you joined, if you can answer that question, that's the questions they're going to ask you, right? So that's it for me, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in another one here soon.